At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Slate's the place for you!
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present the state softball tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on an outstanding softball season. And remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Welcome back to the Harlan Rogers Sports Complex here in Fort Dodge, Iowa. The Class 1A semifinals are now a go. Here, at least on our Channel Seeds field, they are still on their 5:30 game, just getting going over there for that, so they're finishing up. But Class 1A will be set tonight, and tonight's matchup, the number 1 seeded Martensdale-St. Mary's Blue Devils at 29-6, taking on the St. Edmond Gales at 26-5. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here, and Dar, Martensdale-St. Mary's feel like they got a pretty good team rounded up this year. And on the other side, though, Fort Dodge, St. Edmond, they're home. There's no better place to be than home, and there's no place like home, and they have a huge crowd tonight. They feel like a must-win.
Yeah, you got the home cooking, you got the home crowd, much like Fort Dodge Dodgers have had in the past here, and you just feel like if anything else, that home cooking, you might overlook it, but it is, and sleeping in your own bed here is something that always helps you in the familiarity of it.
We will send it up to our PA announcer here for your starting lineups.
There's 1A semifinal game between the visiting team from Fort Dodge, the St. Edmond Gales, and the home team, the Martensdale-St. Mary's Blue Devils. Winners will advance to the 1A championship played Friday right here on Channel Seats Field at 7:30. Now let's meet the coaches and players for both teams. First of all, for the visitors, the St. Edmond Gales. Here are your non-starters. Number 2, Greenlee Crimmins. Number 3, Myra Lemon. Number 4, Ava Bradley. Number 5, Jade Rock. Number 11, Olivia Andrew. Number 12, Ava Andrew. Number 13, Lizzie Tiernan. And number 16, Ashlyn Swisher. Your assistant coaches, Phil Myers and Brian Maxett. Now here's your starting lineup. For the Gales of Fort Dodge, leading off playing shortstop, number 25, Mariah Myers. Number 17, Paige Chevron. Playing third in center field, number 3, number 19, Lauren Gibb. Clean up here for the Gales, doing the pitching, number 22, Kaylee Henning. Playing first base, number 24, Torin Helly. 96 at second base, number 1, Sophia Schlinn. 97 in left field, number 8, Ansley Oswald. 98 in right field, number 7, Josie Harvey. Playing in the ninth position, the catcher, number 9, Hadley Oswald. Head coach for the Gales, Bill Sherbrooke. Now let's meet the team from Martensdale-St. Mary. Here are the Blue Devils, our non-starters. Number 1, Carson Overender. Number 3, Emily Hughes. Number 14, Olivia Van Gundy. Number 19, Shelby Gideon. And number 21, Abigail White. Your assistant coach, Kayla Esslinger. Now here's your starters. For the Blue Devils of Martensdale-St. Mary's, leading off, playing second base, number 7, Ellie Baker. And second in center field, number 6, Brinley German. And third, doing the pitching, number 4, Campbell German. And up here for the Blue Devils at third base, number 18, Abby Hughes. And fifth, doing the catching, number 11, Cindy Bear. And sixth, at shortstop, number 9, Shelby Woods. And seventh, in left field, number 2, Bonnie Berger. Heading in the right field, number 5, Marianne Hart. Heading in the ninth position, the DP, number 8, Mac German. And your flex player playing at first base, number 13, Ava Overender. Head coach for the Blue Gales, Emily Wood. Ladies and gentlemen, now turn your attention to the home plate area. Our umpires for this contest, as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. At first base, Mike Lang. At third base, Dwayne Duncan. And calling the balls and strikes this evening, Mr. Ed Oliver. All right, who's ready for state tournament softball?
You are watching the 2024 Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. As sole title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, Iowa Farm Bureau believes in the Iowa girl and cultivating individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. By investing in Iowa's youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here to wrap things up for us here in the state semifinals. Paul Yeager and Laura Leonard have a couple to wrap up over on the other field, but the last game of the day here on our Channel Seeds field. And Dar, these two teams met last year in the state quarterfinals. It was a 1-0 win for Martensdale-St. Mary's, and they eventually lost to the state champion Northland. Northland is not back here, so MSM has taken that number 1 seed, and they're hungry to get back.
Yeah, you get that taste of the championship, and you want to come back. And as we mentioned, there's just one returning starter or returning champion defending this year out of the 5 classes. So a lot of openings for somebody new to step up in most of these classes here. And just something they've set up where it's a tradition among both these teams to get here and play. And some of these names we've heard, we do basketball, volleyball, throughout all the sports, and we've heard the different ones throughout the different team sports, and they play a lot of different sports, good athletes, so it's always fun.
It's going to be a blast tonight. A lot of green in the crowd, and no surprise. They play right across the way. They don't play on this field. They play on a turf field. Fort Dodge St. Edmond does the Gales. This is where they call home. So, like Dar said, you get to sleep in your own bed at night. You don't have to worry about hotels or anything. They're just right here to play ball. Campbell German is the pitcher tonight for the Blue Devils. 17-5 record this year, 128 innings pitched, 215 strikeouts, a .215 batting average. And we will get things rolling here this evening from the Channel Seeds field between the 1 and 4 seed. We're off and running with the ball. This is number 25, Mariah Myers, the junior, a .623 hitter coming into the season, or into the tournament. 43 hits, 14 home runs, 35 RBIs. Myers gives this thing a ride to pop up left field. Myers committed to go play for the University of Iowa.
Yeah, also playing shortstop on defense, so key defensive player, key offensive player. Pretty good pop in the bat to have at your leadoff.
She has had some insane nights over the course of the season and is the top go-getter for the Gales. Again, going to play at the University of Iowa for her collegiate career. 1-1 pitch to her is low and goes away for a ball. And you might stay away from her if you're Campbell German here as the first batter.
Yeah, but that's the problem, too. You try to stay away from her, and you got that lead hitter on.
St. Edmond defeated Collins Maxwell yesterday, a 4-2 victory for the Gales, and Martensdale-St. Mary's just eked out a win over the 8-seed Edgewood Colesburg. 2-1 pitch, and Myers gives that thing a ride to left field. Man, she's got so much power, even just on fouls. 27 walks. A lot of those have been intentional. And how about this, Dar? She hasn't struck out all year.
Wow. That's
She's played in 27 out of the 30 games, and she has not struck out all year. That is unbelievable. 2 balls, 1 strike here for Myers. Myers chops it short, and that's going to get through past the shortstop, and Mariah Myers is in business on first base. And you talk about a leadoff. That is the best way to lead off.
Yeah, patient on the 2-2 pitch and went right with it into left center.
Number 17, Faith Shearbrun, the sophomore, will step up to bat. Faith, a .382 hitter, 28 RBIs, 7 home runs, 26 homers this year for the Gales. Not bad at swinging the bat. German just misses inside for ball 1. Meyer stays on first base. She'll be the one running here. With Shearbrun here in the box. 1-0 pitch by German is up there and just misses for ball 2.
Don't think that missed by much.
Yeah, I think you're right. Umpire kind of did a little bit of a hop. Ed Oliver behind the dish calling the balls and strikes tonight. Face Shearbrun in the box, 2-0 pitch. Just catches. Look like the exact same spot, but that time it'll work, and it'll be 2 balls and 1 strike here.
Maybe a quarter of an inch lower.
Yep. Maybe got there a little bit better. No complaints. Mariah Myers on first, 2 balls and 1 strike here for Shearbrun. Here comes the 2-1 by German, and that one catches, and it's 2-2.
Well, same count we had over the first batter.
Yeah. Myers was able to rip that thing down the left field line just past the shortstop, so we'll see if Shearbrun can do the same thing here. The sophomore waits the 2-2 pitch and pulls the string. Strike 3 for Campbell German.
Beautiful pitch. Kept coming in right at the chest high, right across the letters, and then drops it down, took a little off of it. She had to protect with that 2 strikes.
Lauren Gibb, the .387 hitting junior, now up to bat. Runner on first here for the Gales, trying to get off to a good start here in this semifinal. That one's chopped short, heads to the shortstop. They throw to get the runner at second, and Myers gets checked in the side of the head as the second baseman was trying to throw to first. I think Myers is going to be okay, but she took a softball. Well, she actually took a hand to the face. The softball did not hit her because the second baseman over there, number 7, Ellie Baker, is shaking her hand, so clearly it was a hand, unintentional punch to the face in a way.
Yeah, and they weren't going to turn the double play either way, but
Kaylee Henning, the senior pitcher, we'll see her in the bottom of this first inning in the circle, but for now we get to see her hitting. Runner on first, runner goes, throw up to second base, not going to be in time. It's caught by the second baseman, and a successful stolen base for the Gales. So you got a runner up on second now with 2 outs, and Henning in the box. German in the circle, 0-1 pitch on the way. That one's high. Good stop by the catcher, Bears. Lauren Gibb this season coming into the tournament. 45 stolen bases. She has not missed on an attempt to steal a base this year. We'll see if she tries to go to third. The 1-1 delivery. Foul tip back for strike 2.
Just caught a piece of it.
Yeah, and that was a good, that's where you want it. It's a cooler, kind of humid night, and I say humid because it looks humid on our camera, but our outfield camera, I should say, but it's not that humid.
Not as humid as it has been, but it is humid.
1 hour and 23-minute weather/lightning delay earlier this morning at the beginning of our first games of the day for 5A and 4A. Kind of delayed us a little bit, but gotten on back on track, at least on this field, a little bit better. The other field, not as much. They're going to be at least an hour and a half behind still. Big at-bat here, pitcher versus pitcher. 2-2 pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts for Campbell German. Leave 1 on base. Nobody scores. We'll see in the bottom of the first. You're watching Iowa Girls State Softball.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Fans, level up your game at Central College. More than half of Central students participate in intercollegiate athletics because Central allows you to pursue your passions and be more than a spectator. It's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. Harry Smith, a former NBC/Today Show reporter, currently teaching classes, or maybe about, he will be teaching classes.
He's going to teach a class, yeah.
This fall.
Central grad.
Yep.
He got his start at a radio station over that area and went on and hosted the Today Show for a while.
Yeah, quite a bit.
And now he's been kind of a roving reporter, but going to retire.
He's been a traveler. He's their good feel-good story reporter. I know my mom really enjoys him. I know my mom's watching from home, so I guess put it out there. My mom enjoys listening to those type of stories from Harry, but you never know. She might go take a class down there. We'll just have to wait and see. But really cool opportunities at Central College. We appreciate them being for the sponsor and a consistent sponsor with us here at the IGHSAU Digital Union. Alrighty, we're getting set to go here in the bottom of the first inning. This is number 7 up to bat here for Martensdale-St. Mary's, Ellie Baker, the second baseman, who was shaking that hand a little bit there after that collision with Mariah Myers. 0-1 pitch. Baker takes it right down the middle, and that's strike 2. For the Gales in the circle tonight, they're going with their star, Kaylee Henning, making her 22nd start of the season, 16-3 record, 161 strikeouts, 2.34 ERA. Statistics that are very good, but down in 1A kind of scream not a ton of strikeouts, but will lean on the infield play.
Yeah. Let him put the ball in play, but the way she moves her pitches around, it makes it easier on the defense, too.
Hadley Oswald is behind the dish playing the catcher's position tonight. The slap hitter, Ellie Baker, gets up out in the way of that one for ball one, and it's 1-2. Remsen going the blue stripes tonight. The Gales going the orange and white and green, or the green, white and green. That one goes back to us.
The green pinstripe pants, kind of. Yeah.
I just think I saw orange because they remind me of when the Oregon Ducks. They remind me of Oregon Ducks uniforms, and the Oregon Ducks have like the football socks that kind of look like orange. So it looks like a duck. I like it. Good uniform combo.
You and our director, Randy, worry a lot about uniforms.
I love uniforms. I love uniforms, and I love logos. And speaking of logos, Martensdale-St. Mary's updated their logo this past summer, and it looks great. I love the new Blue Devil logo. That one gets fouled back. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Brindley German is on deck here for the Blue Devils, but Ellie Baker trying to get on base here. 2-2. Baker gives it a ride to center field, and Lauren Gibb gets underneath of it to make the grab for out number 1. Nice routine play. The wind is blowing out. It's kind of blowing in, kind of blowing to left. I don't think it's going to really be too big of a factor tonight, but good start for the Gales, and Brindley German will step up to plate. Brindley, a .496 hitter this year, 36 RBIs. First pitch she sees is outside. 54 hits this year. That leads the team. 3 triples, 2 home runs. And she's only struck out 4 times. Only walked 3 times. So most of the time, she's going to get good bat on ball. Brindley, the senior, back into the box here. 2 balls and no strikes. Henning going to try to set back up here in the circle in the 2-0 delivery. Rise ball upstairs too high, and it's 3-0. These are 2 teams that love to score and score often. 9 runs an average for St. Edmond, 8 for Martensdale-St. Mary's, and they both give up around 2.5 per contest. Here comes your 3-0. That's upstairs, and that's 4 pitches, 4 balls.
Brindley German looks back like, I think she knew
it,
but
call it?
Looked to the umpire and waited for him. He said ball. She takes her base.
Catcher will go out and have a chat here with her starting pitcher. Just trying to get her to calm down just a little bit. Got the 1 out down, just kind of set things up. Campbell German, your pitcher, will step up to bat. And the sisters will try to get this offense up and rolling here. That ball goes high. So Henning just trying to set in here.
Both the Germans are going to play at South Dakota softball.
One ball, no strikes here. That one foul tip right back into the catcher's glove for strike 1. That one was right down the middle. Oswald able to pick up on it, not let it get too far. Campbell, a .379 hitter on 39 hits this year, 35 RBIs. That one's popped up to right field, and it should hit the top of the dugout, and it does. Too much for a foul ball, and it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Campbell made the all-tournament team last year for her pitching.
Very good. Was very talented, is very talented this year. Things set up well here for the Blue Devils. Winner of this game awaits the winner of Sigourney and Southeast Warren as that one's popped back. That's a 7-6 seed. Sigourney with the upset win, and then Southeast Warren with the upset win last night.
And hopefully that'll get over before midnight.
Yep, we'll hope so. Which Sigourney with Carly Goodwin could be a quick 3-up, 3-down couple type of inning. She has been on fire this year. 1-2 pitch, Swing and a miss on the rise ball. Good recovery back for Callie Henning. Or Kaylee Henning, excuse me, down there. And that's quickly up for out number 2. And up steps Emily Hughes. Or excuse me, Abby Hughes up to bat here. 303 hitter, 27 RBIs, 30 hits. 21 singles and 6 doubles, as that one just misses outside for ball 1. Runner on first there for Martensdale-St. Mary's. German not quite looking to take off. 1-0, Hughes pops up. Is it playable? No, just hits the top of the dugout.
And just as you said, that Brindley German did take off that time with the hit and run going.
Wanted to stay on top of things there. So German will run back to first base, and it'll quickly be 1 ball and 1 strike here for Abby Hughes. Back of the box. Abby trying to spark a flame here in the top of the first. She fouls that one back. Everybody just a little late here early on both sides.
Yeah, first time through, just trying to dial in on Henning.
I think Mariah Myers for St. Edmond was the only one that was early on some stuff. She fouled those things deep down the line. Runner on first, 2 outs, 1-2 pitch, upstairs. Count runs even at 2-2 here for Henning.
Trying to make her fish at the high stuff with the 2 strikes.
Abby is not taking the bait here. Hanging tight, 2-2 pitch. That time she swung at the rise ball, but she fouled it back enough to keep the at-bat going here. Again, a lot of green in the crowd tonight, so when in big moments, I guarantee you're going to hear them getting loud. A lot just out in the outfield, too.
Yeah, across the outfield bleachers.
2-2 again. That one almost hits her. German takes off to second and is in easily.
Yeah, kind of a looping throw. She was there before the throw even arrived to the shortstop, Mariah Myers.
Do you agree with trying to take off this late in the at-bats and whatnot?
Well,
might as well try something, make it easier.
Oh, yeah. Because the thing is, if you get caught, then you bring your batter back, but she strikes out.
Swing and a miss. Abby Hughes, first or second strikeout of the game for Henning. 1 left on, nobody scores. We'll see you in the second. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament.
Frank, when you think fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sun-kissed orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here. Top of the second inning. Fort Dodge, St. Edmond, the Gales, and Martensdale-St. Mary's, the Blue Devils, going at it here.
Both teams get a runner on. Both pitchers get 2 strikes to end the inning. 2 strikeouts.
Torrin Helly, the 8th grader, 347 hitter up to bat now for the Gales. Helly, 35 hits this year, 30 RBIs. 4 walks. 1-0. Rise ball upstairs. 2-0. When does Camel German not smile after a pitch? I think she smiles after every single pitch. She's just having fun. Gotta like it. Good relationship with Sydney Bears, obviously the catcher, and anytime you have a good pitcher-catcher relationship, the catcher is really the captain of the team most of the time. Kind of keeps everyone in balance and
eyes the defense, knows kind of where they should be.
Always can depend on them. Two 2-1 here. Kelly goes around and swings for it. Strike 2. You always wonder, you get an 8th grader here at the state tournament, the pressure is on. I mean, we've seen a couple times today, a lot of 8th graders come up in big, big positions. And some of them just aren't phased. Some of them, it takes a little bit, but experience is experience. 2-2 pitch. That one way upstairs.
Yeah, and they've gone through the season and, melded into the team. So, but it is, a little different from the girls that have been here a couple times and have a little more experience. What'd you do, swallow a fly there, or what's?
Aller's just killing me, man. 3-2 pitch upcoming. They haven't hurt me all week. That one is in there. Strike 3. Third of the game for Campbell German. Sits down another batter, so really nice start here for Campbell. And this will bring up number 1, Sophia Schlins, the freshman. Only starting in her 18th game this year. Hasn't even played in every single game, but a .302 hitter. 16 hits, 14 of which are doubles, 14 of which are singles. 1 double, 1 triple, and 8 RBIs. She's also walked 5 times. So they'll go to the freshman here and see if she can get things rolling here. 1-0 pitch by German. That one fouled off the knob. And it'll go 1 ball and 1 strike. Lights are on here at the Channel Seeds field. Expect this thing to finish in the dark. Always great. Love how it looks here at night.
Yeah, it's pretty when you see those trees back there.
Yeah, so nice. 1-1. Foul down the left field line, and
another one of those diamonds in the midst of cornfields and bean fields around you here in Iowa that you see.
I talked to myself last night during the middle of the broadcast. I was like, why don't we never see drone shots of this place? And then I realized, well, we are right next to the Iowa National Guard. So don't think we can be flying any drones. 1-2 pitch.
And then you got the airport there. There's this, got her looking again.
Just on the corner. And I mean just on the corner. But German got her 4th strikeout here of the game so far. And Ansley Oswald will step up to bat here. St. Edmond trying to go for that big power play here, but I tell you what, German's got some velocity on these pitches. The sound of the ball getting back to the glove, I mean, it's loud.
Yeah, you're hearing it pop. She's picking it up.
Ansley, a .407 batting average this season. 33 hits. 1-0 pitch. Popped up. Bears underneath it. It makes the grab for out number 3. How about the athleticism by the catcher? Able to pull the mask off and make the big play. We're headed to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. You're watching Iowa Girls State Softball.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Ladies, the place for you!
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here this evening. Bottom of the 2nd inning. Martensdale-St. Mary's And St. Edmond going at it here in the Class 1A semifinals. That one is skied to right field, and then we'll drop foul. This is number 11, Olivia Andrew up to bat here. Or excuse me,
Sydney Bears.
Sydney
right?
Bears,
Yeah.
catcher, just coming off the big play at the
It'll be
catching
interesting.
position.
Campbell German kind of heated up, got 1, 2, 3 last time. Henning finished the last inning with 2 straight strikeouts. Let's see if she's heating up too.
Bears, a 437 hitter, gets over top of the second baseman's head. That's going to go all the way to the fence line. Bears turns on it from first, and she will slide safely into second. It's a double for the catcher, Sydney Bears. Her 11th of the season.
See the replay here.
Just out of the outstretched arms of Sophia Schlins.
Kind of turns on that, drove it right back to the wall. Probably could have stood up, but slid in just to be safe.
Now Shelby Woods comes to the plate. 256 hitter with home run power. Second on the team in homers with 4 as just a freshman. And that one goes upstairs for ball 1. St. Edmond, by the way, the third baseman is all the way in. Ready for a bunt opportunity to move the runner over from second to third. Shelby this season does not have a sacrifice. That one's in there. Good pitch by Henning. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, we'll see the strategy. They're going to push that runner over.
Shelby taking orders from her mom over there on the third base line. Shelby with the bunt. It's a good one. Third baseman comes up, throws over, and makes the play for out number 1. But Bears is all the way over to third base off the sacrifice. Nicely done. I don't know if there was extra chalk on the ball, but there was a lot of, I don't know if that was chalk that came out when she got at first base, but something came flying off the ball.
And that bat was kind of rolling. It almost touched that ball there, which if it touches the second time, you're out. But
yeah, they caught a break there. Who is this? This is
Ani Berger.
Berger chops this down the left field line, just foul. So Berger will run back. Ani, a junior, 326 hitter, 2 homers, 22 RBIs. A chance to bring in another RBI here with Bears on third base and just 1 out. Again, the Gales are playing the third baseman in here. That one popped up. It will not be playable, though, and will land on top of the dugout for strike 2. So now Henning has a chance to sit down another batter and get a crucial second out here.
Yep, can you strand the leadoff double?
All right, Berger sets back in, the left fielder. First time up to bat today. Marianne Hart is on deck. Here comes the pitch by Henning. Upstairs, ball 1. She's got plenty to work with here.
Yeah, with head 0-2, you're going to make her fish and try to hit a bad pitch out of the zone.
Yep, she can try a little bit. Just got to make sure it doesn't get away from Oswald behind the dish and give him the free run. 1-2, popped up. Mariah Myers running over, makes the grab.
What a play.
That's the shortstop coming in and making the play because the third baseman, Shearburn, cannot move. I mean, she has to stay at third base just in case. And Mariah Myers, the Hawkeye commit, long way to go.
And she knew where she was at. She took one look at the fence, knew she had room, slowed down and caught that. That's great field awareness right there.
Very impressive. And Marianne Hart will now step up to bat with a runner on third. We'll see if the Gales can strand her. Hart, a 192 hitter, 13 RBIs this year. She takes that one for strike 1. She's walked 7 times, 14 hits, all of which are singles. Can she bring in Bears on third base? The 0-1. Lined right over top of the pitcher's head. First RBI, first score of the night, and Marianne Hart has her 15th single of the year.
That was close to being a catch by the pitcher and throw to first, but
Take a look.
Replay here.
If
Just
Henning,
inches above the glove of Henning.
If Henning was about 1 or 2 inches taller, that probably would have been an out on first base after
and
the
they're
bounce.
out of the inning with no runs, but
McLean German now up to bat, and that one gets away from the catcher, so all the way to second goes Hart. Still 2 outs here.
now time just to settle down.
German, a sophomore, just making her 10th start of the year. Has only played in 22 games, a .308 hitter, but boy, she's turned it on when she's been in.
McLean German, but they call her Mac.
Yep. That one's in there, strike number 1. 12 hits, 9 of which are singles, the rest are doubles. And Mac will settle back in here with 2 outs and a runner up on second. Henning checks the dugout. 1-1 pitch. Foul back. Doesn't look like, let's see when she turns. No pitch comms being used for Fort Dodge St. Edmond. Some teams use them, some teams don't use them. Just kind of depends on a preference. But
Well, and if you had a system that's worked,
for so
why
long,
change it?
yeah. If you had no complaints, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. German waits on that one upstairs. 1 ball, or now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oswald makes sure the runner does not go from second to third. Here in the bottom of the second, it's a 1-0 lead for the Blue Devils over the Gales of St. Edmond. Here comes the 2-2 pitch by Henning. That one's low. Another good stop by Oswald.
Big pitch here because you walk her or she gets on, then you got the top of the order coming up.
Ellie Baker eagerly awaits on deck. The payoff pitch, 3-2 pitch by Henning. Didn't get it. Missed it on the inside corner. Oswald tried to frame it, just wasn't enough. And off to first base goes Matt German, excuse me.
Second free pass given up. The first one they escaped without giving up a run, but
Ellie Baker in the box now with runners on first and second and 2 outs. The Blue Devils trying to extend the lead here. That one outside for the slap hitter.
She flied to center her first time up.
And, Martensdale-St. Mary's, we'll see how aggressive they get, maybe trying to steal third if they get a chance. She shows bunt, pulls back. Baker watches that one go by for strike 1. One thing's for sure, it keeps the St. Edmond infield moving. Mariah Myers will come over to third to recover just in case. Non-stop movement here. Here comes the 1-1 by Henning. Bunt is laid, but it's foul down the left field line, and that eliminates the bunt chance. A little bit further out, that would have been a really good bunt. I couldn't tell. Was that Myers who came down there? No, it was the third baseman.
Third baseman, yeah.
Shearburn came down.
Shearburn.
1 ball, 2 strikes here. Henning trying to get out of the inning. And a swing and miss. Strike 3. Third strikeout of the ballgame for Henning. 1 scores, but a couple left on. And it is 1-0. Martensdale-St. Mary's leads over St. Edmond. We'll be back. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
Welcome back to Fort Dodge here at the Harlan Rogers Sports Complex as Martensdale-St. Mary's leads over St. Edmond. 1-0 is your score. Top of the third inning here for the Gales. Josie Harvey is up to bat here. The junior, a .259 hitter. Campbell German been really good in the circle so far, and that's why. Just really getting batters to start swinging, as that one was a delayed swing for strike one. Harvey, 12 RBIs this year, 14 hits, 13 of which are singles. Here comes the 0-1 by German, and bunt is laid back and fouled, and quickly goes to 0-2. German, 4 strikeouts, just 1 hit given up. And that was Mariah Myers, and that's not a bad person to give a hit up to.
No, and that came with the opening leadoff batter, so.
Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here. Final game of the day and final game for us on the Girls United Digital Network of the week, where we toss things over to Iowa PBS. 0-2. Just barely holding back is Josie Harvey. A couple rise balls. That's where German's been so good today, on a couple of those rise balls. Trying to get a big first out here. 1 ball, 2 strikes upcoming to Harvey. Drops in, strike 3. 5th K of the night for Campbell German. Just a lot of watching and staring. I mean, there just hasn't been much bat to ball contact, even for fouls.
Yeah, and that one really fooled her, dropped into the zone late. Now you got the number 9, then the top.
Yep, this is your catcher, Hadley Oswald. .297 hitter, takes a hard swack and misses for strike 1. Hadley, .297 hitting this year. 22 hits. Has started in all but 1 game this year for the Gales. 0-1. Upstairs, make it 1-1. You know, these two teams played last year in the quarterfinals, St. Edmond with the loss. That sticks with you all year, and I think you kind of circle this after they won in the first round yesterday, that you're like, yes, we get to play them again. 1-1, another hard swing and a miss. Strike 2 up for Oswald.
Yeah, she's taken some big cuts, hasn't been able to catch up with it yet, but.
1 ball, 2 strikes here. German will set back into the circle here. Nobody on for the Gales. 1-2 pitch, and another swing and a miss. Strike 3. German has fanned 6. And Mariah Myers, the only one to get a hit in the lineup the first time around, is up to bat now for the Gales. Myers just a junior here, 14 homers this season. Looking to maybe tie this thing up with 1 swing of the bat. German knows she's got to be careful here. And that one just catches the inside corner. Jammed her for strike 1.
Yeah, great, right under the hands. Those are hard to turn on.
You just can't do anything.
Unless you turn on them real quick.
German is hungry for a strikeout against Mariah Myers, who has not struck out this year. 0-1 pitch, inside, ball 1. Good take. St. Edmond with the win over Collins Maxwell, 4-2 in the quarterfinal. Edward Colesberg gave Martensdale-St. Mary's all they had. And Mariah Myers was just in front of that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
So now probably give her something a little outside or a little high to make her try to swing at a bad pitch, but she has the eye up there, hasn't shown that she's going to do that, so we'll see. It's a good pitcher-batter battle here.
Fun scenario here. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes here on the way to Myers. Myers gives it a ride to shallow center field, and it is caught by the shortstop. Nice little catch by Shelby Woods, and we are headed to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Martensdale-St. Mary's on top of St. Edmond.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Fans' official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code and on your screen, or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Blake Walker-Danielson with you here this evening, where Martensdale-St. Mary's on top of St. Edmond. That one lined to left field just off the third baseman's glove, and that is a single for Brindley German. Just barely off the third baseman's glove of Faith Shearbrand. And that'll put her on.
Yeah, we had that leadoff double, the Channel Seeds extra base hit in the second that they ended up scoring on. So let's see if they could convert here on the single, the leadoff the third.
Campbell German up to bat. She fouls that one back.
Struck out her first time up.
So they do count that as an error, not a hit. So Brindley gets on first base easily, and it'll be no balls and 1 strike. They are starting Southeast Warren and Wayne over there on the other field, as Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont, and Audubon only took an hour and 38 minutes. Audubon walks off EBF in the bottom of the 7th inning to advance on to the Class 2A championship. They will face Van Meter. So 2 walk-offs in Class 2A.
So Audubon beat EBF?
Yes. EBF led 2-0 the whole way, gave it up in the 7th. 1 ball and 2 strikes here for Henning up against German. Henning, 3 strikeouts, giving up 2 hits, 2 walks, and 1 earned run. Trying to grab a punch out here, it'd be a big one. 1-2 pitch. That one right back up the middle and gets off the second baseman. That one's going to bounce all the way out to the outfield. They're going to turn German. She's going to come all the way home and score with ease. Boy, it just bounced off, I think, the shoe of Sophia Schlins. And that thing, it just took forever to recover out in the outfield. Take a look at the replay here. Could have been routine.
Yeah, well, yeah, she was going down and it came down into her foot. They're going to call that a hit, I guess.
And just no time to recover, and plenty of time for German to go all the way from first to home, and it's 2-0 in favor of Martensdale.
Yeah, the go sign was on right away. It's like, we're going to take our chances here, even though there's no outs.
Coach Wood did not wait.
Well, it took a while after it bounced into the grass of the outfield for somebody to get there and pick it up.
Abby Hughes now up to bat. She will watch that one go low and away for ball 1. So now you got Campbell German up on second base. And the Blue Devils really trying to bust this thing open here in the bottom of the 3rd. Hughes, great pitch by Henning as she had to go down and get it. And I'm sure a lot of people looked at that first game against Edgewood-Colesburg and saw 2-1 and thought, oh, there's something wrong, you know?
Yeah.
But Edgewood-Colesburg, give credit, played a great game and I think Martensdale-St. Mary's wanted to wake up and not have to worry about a close game this time around. Rise ball gets him. And, you know, coming into an environment like this, the crowd's going to get loud. There are so many green shirts here with it being in Fort Dodge.
Yeah, and sometimes it does play a little, I mean, maybe the opposite where you want to win so hard for their home team, you feel pressure to do that. But
you've been here. 1-2. Foul tip back. One again with the rise ball. And I did confirm, I was very curious of what the prize was if you took a foul ball back.
Yeah.
It is a sucker. You get a sucker.
A sucker?
Yeah, if you get it back.
Oh.
Because you were talking to that girl that had the 2 balls.
Yeah.
She came back with 2 suckers. So
there's a little girl out.
Yep.
So
she had 2. She was busy. 1-2. Rise ball too high, and it's 2-2.
Are we talking Charms Pops, or are we talking?
It was the brand of the owl that talks about how many licks does it take to get to the center of a
Tootsie Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know is it a Tootsie Pop? Is that?
Yeah, that's a Tootsie
They
Pop.
still play that commercial. 2-2. Whoa, that thing is crushed to deep left field. That's going to hit a car.
Deep and far, the only thing that's down the foul line over the fence.
Abby Hughes struck out in her first at-bat tonight. She'll set back in with a runner on second. And still nobody out.
Yeah, that's still not a bad prize for.
No, not at all.
We get a ball back.
2-2. Foul tip back.
I don't know how old that little girl was, but she probably 4, 5.
She was carrying those. Yeah.
Carrying those 2 softballs were kind of a load for her to carry. And I said, "Where are you going with those?" And her mom said, "Oh,
take them in.
Concession stand to get our treat."
I won't name names, but I saw some guys take some softballs today.
Oh, did you?
It might have been in a game we did earlier, but I won't say anything.
The team that has a C is on their helmets. Oh wait, no.
No, not that far. Yeah, not that far. Let's just say they'll be back on Friday. They can catch them if they wanted to. 3 balls and 2 strikes here for Henning. Got her. Strike 3. And Hughes goes down looking that time. Second strikeout of the night for her. Runner will stay on second and a big first out there as Sydney Bears, who doubled her last time up, is up to bat. She's got to be feeling confident.
Yeah.
Just played great behind the dish.
Get the Channel Seeds extra base hit.
Yep.
Back there in the second.
Bears. That one just inside. Both catchers are really trying to frame here tonight and set themselves up. It's getting cooler, which is good. So 1 out, 1 on, 1 ball, and no strikes here. That one sent again deep to left field and foul.
Ripped.
Yeah.
That stays fair. It's going to hit the top of the fence out there and right. But
Blue Devils 19 home runs this season as a team. Both teams came in exactly even in RBIs, 214. Martensdale-St. Mary's, a 4-game winning streak coming into the tournament. Lost to number 3 Johnston 4-2 on July 3rd. 1-1 pitch, fouled back. And that's another thing, you look through the schedule, I think even for Fort Dodge a little bit, St. Edmond, they play tough teams and they schedule tough. I know Martensdale-St. Mary's, I know for sure schedule's tough. They try to get.
Well, and that's because they're over there close.
Yeah,
they
in Des
play
Moines.
Dowling Catholic, Johnston, Winterset,
Carlisle.
And that's.
That one goes off the third baseman's glove, and Mariah Myers was there trying to recover, but she thought it would be caught, so it goes all the way out to left field, and another error gets the Blue Devils at the corners here, as that one just bounced off Shearbrun's glove. Good play by Ansley. Oswald out there in left field to get to it. And Shelby Wood steps up to bat. I guess they didn't count it an error. So Bears is now 2 for 2 with a double and a single.
Well, if it's hit hard and you can't make a normal play, then.
Yeah. Shearbrun checking the dirt, trying to get her spot laid out. She's getting a bad bounce. Bears will not take off. Keep runners at the corners here. So Shelby Woods, I believe she reached on an error last time out.
Sacrifice.
Yeah.
She sacrificed
the run.
Bears over to third.
Third,
didn't she?
Yep.
And then she came in on the Hart single.
1-0, good stop behind the plate by Oswald. Tough territory here for the Gales. Still just one out, and the runner does successfully get the second. So now 2 in scoring position. You don't want to get behind too early. And the thing is, both these teams, like I said, score about 9-8 runs a game. So this game far from over. Obviously, way far from over, but that one's in there for a strike for Henning, trying to get back on track here.
And you look at Fort Dodge St. Edmond, talking about they played Urbandale tournament team, Linn-Mar. You know, they've also played some of the bigger schools.
Well, when the big Fort Dodge tournament is literally hosted here,
yeah.
I think they kind of want it. Good back-to-back pitches here by Henning. Gets it back, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Would love to pick up that big second out here and eliminate the chance at a sacrifice. Campbell German is on third. Sydney Bears is on second. That one's high and upstairs, and the count will run full. I feel like we've seen a lot of full counts here.
Yeah. She's at least 2 batters.
Yep. She's walked 2, struck out 4. Shelby Woods, the shortstop, settles in. Here comes the full count. Got her.
Beautiful pitch.
On the inside corner. Yeah, you said it. Beautiful pitch on the inside corner. Coach Shearburn thought it was the end of the inning. He was starting to come out of the dugout. Still got one more out, Coach.
So both strikeouts this inning, caught him looking.
I think that's what she's now trying to do, just trying to eliminate the inconsistencies.
Yeah.
You got what it takes there. I mean, that's her 5th strikeout of the game, so both pitchers really starting to fan. Ani Berger now up to bat.
She flying out to short last time up.
Got a chance to really open this thing up with runners on second and third here. 1-0 pitch on the way to Berger. Henning's really trying to go for that inside corner. Trying to jam the batters a little bit. She sees something that's working.
Coming inside, and then occasionally she'll go out after kind of busting them inside, then she'll put one on the outside edge.
2-0.
Well, that one comes right back.
Yep, goes right back to that same spot. Doesn't get it, so now it's 3-0. And what you don't want to do is load the bases up for Marianne Hart, who did get on base last time. Time is called here by Berger. I think she was just trying to figure out the call from Coach Woods. Torin Helly went over, had a chat with her pitcher. 3-0 pitch. That one's in there. Back on it. 3-1 is the count. In the bottom of the third. 4 hits so far for the Blue Devils. Could they go for number 5? Here comes the 3-1 delivery. That one slapped to Myers. Caught on the hop. Throw to first. And a bullet gets there in time for out number 3. 2 left on. And a score. It's 2-0. Martensdale-St. Mary's on top of St. Edmond. We'll see you in the top of the 4th.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, an Iowa farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud title sponsor of the state softball tournament, the Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to creating a vibrant future for Iowa through partnerships and programs that help cultivate individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. Making it to the state tournament is a great accomplishment that takes a lot of support. That's why we provide millions of dollars in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence. The well-being of Iowa students is also very important to Farm Bureau. That's why we provide concussion insurance coverage at no cost for all students in grades 9 through 12 who participate in a sanctioned sport. As just one of only 7 states to provide this coverage, it's just another way we're striving to support Iowa's outstanding young leaders. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau, congratulations to all the players and coaches on an outstanding season, and good luck in the tournament.
Back here at the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament, Blake Walker-Dar-Danielson with you here. Top of the 4th inning. Martensdale-St. Mary's, the 1 seed, leads the 4 seed, St. Edmond, here in this Class 1A semifinal. Winner of this game will take on the winner of Southeast Warren and Sigourney, which is just about to get going over on the Iowa Central field. But here at the Channel Seeds field, we're ready to go for the top of the 4th inning. Again, a later start tonight. Hour and a half rain delay and lightning delay started our day here at the Harlan-Rogers Sports Complex, so it's kind of shoved everything back, but glad we're able to get it all in today. I know they were going to go as late as it took, most likely. And the offense will go back to work for St. Edmond. Faith Shearburn, the sophomore, now up to bat. She's had a busy day on the third base side. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Campbell German has been really good tonight. 6 Ks, only 1 hit given up. And another big strike there, down for strike 2 against Faith Shearburn.
Had a question, Martensdale-St. Mary's. It's not a Catholic school. It's the communities of Martensdale and St. Mary's together.
Yep, just kind of works out that way. 0-2, got her, strike 3. 7th strikeout of the evening for Campbell German. And that will bring up number 19, Lauren Gibb. Yeah, our producer Randy was like, kind of brought up the point. Blue Devils.
They're Blue Devils, but they're Catholic school, but they're not a Catholic school.
All good points.
Just south of Des Moines.
Campbell German is just on it tonight. Just a beautiful pitch that drops in. Lauren Gibb is up to bat here.
Their superintendent is Bill Watson, who was the athletic director at Urbandale for many years. And when my kids were going to school there, and Bill, a good guy, took over as superintendent.
It's a well-oiled machine down there. 0-1 pitch is fouled. Gibb, fielder's choice, her first time up.
And I believe they've drawn some attention for going to a 4-day school week.
Yep.
There, and people are kind of watching that to see how that goes.
Between that and no phones in schools, like the Des Moines public schools are starting to implement. A lot changing.
Yeah.
No balls, 2 strikes here. And
well, we didn't have cell phones when I was in school either.
Look how you turned out. Maybe we'll be okay.
We actually had a payphone outside the school, but you could call and yell into the phone, "Come pick me up," and they could hear you without putting the dime in or whatever it was.
How about that?
Which that was only a few years ago.
Yeah, that was only 2010s, 0-2 to Gibb, and Gibb fouls that one back. Trying to stay alive here in the at-bat.
It is funny, though, seeing Radio Row here used to have, plug into a phone line to do games. Now you do them either cell phone or on your computer.
Laptops, everything else.
All that. How technology's impacted the industry of broadcasting, too.
Some people like me have no papers, only some when I really need them. And Ben, last time up, he had so many papers. That one fouled again down the right field line.
I still do. It's just, I don't know, it's something. And it helps me filling out that paper lineup to kind of try to get to know it a little better.
I usually have my scorebook. This year it was full, and I didn't realize till I got here. So I've been using this Scorecast, which the girls' union provides. And it's not fully up to date. It's not like the quickest thing in the world, but it gets the job done for me. I will not make the same mistake next year, as that one's fouled back again. Another long at-bat here for Lauren Gibb.
You young kids and your technology.
And when it fails, it's got me going.
That's a problem.
It'll get me. 1 out, nobody on here for St. Edmond. Here at the top of the 4th inning, Campbell German has fanned 7. She's looking for 8.
Yeah, they really like to crack that and get a rally going here.
It's a 2-0 lead for the Blue Devils. That one she waited on, but it's a short top chopper. German throws, airmails that thing to first base. And that'll go all the way down the right field line. And St. Edmond's going quick.
Wow.
Reaching to third on an error. Coach Shearburn saw the opportunity and said, you got to get on your high horse, and Lauren Gibb did.
Well, it bounced off the fence, and then they
rolled down the right field line.
Down the line, and you couldn't get to it right away, and she said, give her the windmill, keep going, and a little speed there.
It was a routine play, but Lauren Gibb Campbell German just airmailed it.
A little high.
Went for speed. Accuracy was a little off, and just like that.
We talked about that earlier, how sometimes the pitchers will come over and flip it, but I think she She could see the speed and knew she had to get
Lauren,
it over there a little quicker.
Lauren Gibb is quite fast.
Threw it high. Sometimes when you're turning, just, there it goes. So we'll see if this, if they get on the board here, it's a big run.
Kaylee Henning, a pitcher now up to bat. She can help herself here with 1 out as that one goes by for ball 1.
Yeah, she struck out to end the first inning.
You don't see an error go all the way around to third base very often.
Usually, no. Unless they throw it, down the line in the corner, but that one just hung around.
See if the Gales can take advantage as that bunt is down and not going to work. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a bunt here, that means that, St. Edmond's thinking we can try to make them think we can get the runner at third, but really you're just trying to get runners at the corners.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be really tough to bring the runner home here.
Unless you have a perfect bunt, you know.
We've seen a couple base running mistakes here today in the games we've called. 1-1, bunt is down and back. Henning knew it right when she did it. Now eliminates that opportunity, so it's 1-2.
And the good thing about the good pitchers, too, they know where to put the ball.
Yeah.
So it makes it tougher to bunt.
Yep.
That ball's rising on you. It's harder, or dropping, harder to get the bat over the top and deaden it. Because if you bunt it and it just keeps rolling out.
German can make this easier on herself and just grab another strikeout. 1 ball and 2 strikes here, pitcher versus pitcher. Kaylee Henning in the box. Here comes the 1-2. Henning fouls it back.
Henning really choked up on that bat. She's just looking to slap that
Yeah,
ball.
I was just about to mention she is way up on the bat.
Way up on the handle there, and she just wants to put it in place somewhere. Either find a hole or force them to throw her out and then get the run in.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She's about 3-4 inches up from the bottom of the barrel. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Changeup got her.
Got her on that outside pitch.
Big second out.
And now she goes back, grooms the circle a little bit.
Yep. Torin Helly will now get up to plate. So 2 outs. Still got Gibb on third, but Blue Devils would love to trap her there. Helly, the lefty now. First pitch. Rise ball's upstairs for ball 1. Even on the error throw, Campbell German was smiling afterwards. Just seems
That's
like
the attitude to have, isn't it?
She's just positive, and she's like, I'm okay. And she should have that attitude.
Yeah.
She has pitched a whale of a game.
Averaging 2 strikeouts in an inning here, each inning so far.
Got 8. Phenomenal stuff. She's like, I got it. Don't worry about it. That one's outside, 2-0.
And that builds a confidence in your defense and stuff, too. If you just keep...
I'm okay. You should be okay.
It's not everything's going to be perfect, but if okay, we'll go back to the next pitch. Forget it.
Yep. Plenty of positives. Helly's got to be positive here. 2-0 is the count. She likes where she's at. Just catches the corner, strike 1. 2-1 count here for Helly. Struck out in her first at-bat of the evening.
She's a tall girl. If she can turn and crank on that, you'd think it'd go somewhere.
Tying run right here represents the tying run. At the plate, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Campbell German sees that runner on third and says, I'm going to try to keep you there.
Going to try to make up for her own error and erase the side here.
What better way to do it? She's already got 8 strikeouts tonight. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch by Campbell German. Swing and a miss on the rise ball. 9th strikeout of the evening for Campbell. 1 left on. Nobody scores. We will see you in the bottom of the 4th. Martensdale-St. Mary's on top, 2-0.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And Frank, when you think fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sun-kissed orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Farm Bureau knows that strong, vibrant schools are the cornerstone of our communities. That's why they're the proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the amazing Girls State Softball Tournament. They believe that investing in our youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. That one is popped up to deep center and caught by Lauren Gibb. That was number 5.
Marianne Hart, their right fielder.
If you thought our day was long, I just got an update on social media that the Class 1A semifinals over in Carroll between Newman Catholic and Remsen-St. Mary's is currently going to the 14th inning, which would make it the longest game in Iowa high school baseball inning-wise. So let's be glad we're not there.
Is that a ball, that pitch? I think it was.
Yes, that one's popped to left field. This is going to cause trouble. Nope. No, it won't.
Oswald comes in on it. Nice.
Good play.
Well, you got the lights playing.
Yeah, we're full.
That you got to look up into now. We're full on lights.
Yep, we are. These are phenomenal lights,
yeah.
And they haven't been updated. You can tell they're not updated lights. They'll probably update them sooner or later, but these are your old school lights that really light the field up. And Ellie Baker, Ellie Baker up to bat here.
Fly to center, struck out.
And you got to give credit to the girls' union. They have been on top of things today. The rain came through. They got everybody to their cars. Rain stopped after the lightning finished. Tarps got off the field. I mean, this truly is one of the best state tournaments in the state. The girls do it best. Baker gives it a ride. Shallow center field. Gibb gets underneath of it. 3 up, 3 down. Is that what the St. Edmond Gales needed to boost the offense a little bit? Top of 5 we go. Martensdale-St. Mary's on top, 2-0.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Fans, level up your game at Central College. More than half of Central students participate in intercollegiate athletics because Central allows you to pursue your passions and be more than a spectator. It's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. Martensdale-St. Mary's on top of St. Edmond, 2-0 here in the top of the 5th. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you. Campbell German has been fanning them one after another.
Yeah, our only mistake was an error to the second batter in the 4th, but then she makes up for it by striking out the rest of the side and ending the inning, and the runner gets stranded over at 3rd.
She has been phenomenal. As we go back to bat here for St. Edmond. Just one hit tonight, and that was Mariah Myers. They did reach on to 3rd thanks to a triple on an error, but that's it. This is Sophia Schlins up to bat here.
She struck out looking in the 2nd.
Yep. She goes no balls and 1 strike here. 0-1 pitch. Just misses upstairs. I don't have a chance to text, but we can hear our producer Randy in my ear. There we go. Appreciate you, Randy. 1 ball and 1 strike here. Comes the 1-1 by German. Boy, another great pitch. And it's just like, yes, they're swinging on a couple, but a lot of them, they're just frozen.
Yeah,
like
they
just
don't
have
know
nowhere
what's
to go.
Coming. Yeah. She's mixing it up inside, outside, dropping it a little bit.
Just throwing a great one so far. looking for strikeout number 10 here. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the way. That one's chopped. Gets past the first baseman, and a heads-up play by Ellie Baker to run to the bag herself and get the out.
Because the first baseman came over, but it was close enough. I'll take it, and she races to the bag.
Really nicely done.
Because once that first baseman commits, it's hard for them to turn and run back, but she had all the momentum coming over, so it ends up being a for you if you're scoring at home and a for second baseman unassisted.
Ansley Oswald will step up to bat. It's amazing. The grounds crew does a great job all day long. When they come here in the morning, the bags are pristine and white, and by the end of the day, they match the dirt. Sometimes it'll get hard to see.
Well, it's kind of interesting how you see the dark where they sprayed it down in between games, but it hasn't dried out here tonight because of the cloud cover. But usually during the day, they'll spray it, and then it'll all be kind of more like this lighter brown that you see.
Oswald flew out earlier tonight. She fouled that one down the right field line. Mariah Myers, like I said, the only one with a hit tonight for St. Edmond.
Man, she popped up to the catcher.
Yep. And the Gales have only left 2 on base, so they just haven't gotten runners on. Martensdale-St. Mary's has left 5 on, and the lead is only 2-0, so, take that as you will if you get into the later portions of the game. 1-1 pitch. Bunt is laid. This is going to be a tough play. German flips it onto first base in time for out number 2, to Ava Oberender.
Nice little backhanded flip.
Got to try anything here if you're St. Edmond. Josie Harvey.
She was a strikeout victim back in the 3rd.
Yep. Right now, German is under her quota right now for strikeouts per inning. What'd you say? She's been averaging 2.
She's been averaging 2. She had 3 in the last inning because of the error that she made, but
that one's right down Main Street for German. 9 strikeouts, just 1 hit, no walks, no earned runs, no home runs. Has been on her game tonight. Here comes the 0-1. Harvey had it squared up, but fouled it just late.
Yeah, I guess a leadoff single, so you want to get to her early because she's zeroed in as we've moved along here.
And boy, I tell you what, if Martensdale-St. Mary's takes on Sigourney, you might have a 15-inning pitcher's duel between German and Carly Goodwin. That would be an insane pitching duel. As there's a swing and a miss on a rise ball for strikeout number 10 for Campbell German. As we will go to the bottom of the 5th, Martensdale-St. Mary's on top of St. Edmond, 2-0.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. The 5th inning stretch song has been sang here at the park. Martensdale-St. Mary's on top of St. Edmond, 2-0 is your score. Blue Devils back on the pitching side, or back on the hitting side here. This is Brindley German up to bat. And right now, you know that your pitching and defense has been unstoppable. You're just trying to get more runs here at this point.
Yeah, she walked and reached on an error. It should be 1-0 count, right?
Yep, 1-0 pitch caught by the 3rd baseman. Throw across the diamond in time for out number 1. Good play by Sherburne.
She's had a few difficulties over there with some hard hit balls, but that one fielded it perfectly.
Campbell German up to bat here.
Struck out and singled. Got stranded at third in the third inning.
Can help herself here at the plate. Chance to really get things going here and get the offense back rolling. Just 4 hits, but you know, you're sitting comfortable right where you're at. You feel like you've got good control on the pitching side. 1-0 pitch. Henning misses outside, and it goes 2-0. Martensdale-St. Mary's team that fell short last year in the championship game 6-0 against Northland. 1A's really been everywhere. I mean, we've seen Twin Cedars has won recently in the last couple of years. That was a magical Cinderella run as that one's popped up. And Shearbrun gets underneath of it for out number 2. We've seen Ogden win it. We've seen Northland win it. We've seen Collins Maxwell win it. Twin Cedars. I mean, it's hard to repeat down here.
Yeah, I think we talked about it earlier. 4A is kind of in between the 3 and the 5 there, and then you get down to 1A, and there's the smaller schools, so it's a few more schools there, and it's been pretty competitive.
A lot of multi-sport, so many multi-sport athletes. Almost all of these girls play multiple sports. That one is crushed deep left field. It's going to go foul, though. Wouldn't have been a homer, but boy, Hughes got a huge chunk of that one.
I don't know if that was straight down the line. It might have hit the
pole
there,
yeah.
And which is actually the fair pole, not the foul pole, because it hits the pole, it's a home run.
Yep.
But
everything's branded here. The foul pole even has Iowa Girl on it, which is just awesome. It's phenomenal. Comes the 0-1. I was at a Grinnell Regional game, softball game with my dad a couple years ago at Oskaloosa. I think it was my senior year, and we had a girl hit a homer, and it hit perfectly on the top of that pole. Mm-hmm. And I think they sat there and debated for 10 minutes about it, despite no replay, no nothing about what did you think happened. I feel like that's an umpire's worst nightmare to be out there.
I've seen that maybe a couple times through the years in baseball and softball where it hits that pole. And
here comes the 1-2 pitch by Henning up against Hughes. Got her on the changeup. Boy, that thing slowly worked its way in. And Hughes is 0 for 3 tonight, all with strikeouts.
Off the table there.
Yeah. Good job by Henning. We're going to the top of the 6th. St. Edmond looking for some runs. We'll be back. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament.
Slate's the place for you!
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. There's your foul pole that we were talking about. So, Dart, for the people at home, kind of explain why is that longer? Like most foul poles you'll see are just straight up and down, but that foul pole, you got a little bit of distance on it.
Yeah, they just, so you can see, gives you a little better look at it here in softball. And actually, it's really a fair pole because if it touches, it's fair and it's a home run. But
the girls' union saw it and said, I bet we could put a banner on that. And how much you want to bet that banner is one that they like hang in Coralville or something like that on the street? Like, it just feel like that's something they'd reuse. Hadley Oswald, 0 for 1 today with the strikeout. She'll step up to bat. Campbell German has just been fanning them like crazy. That one's fouled up to the left side and will land on the dugout.
Well, for Fort Dodge, St. Edmond, they put Martensdale-St. Mary's down in order the last 2 innings.
So they're starting
now
to figure it out,
they need to figure out the code for Campbell German to get on.
And Mariah Myers is on deck. She is still the only one with a hit tonight for St. Edmond.
And, you only need 2 runs. Now, you're saying only, but again, Campbell German's still averaging 2 strikeouts an inning.
That 2A game, EBF was up 2-0 the entire game, and Audubon scores 3 unanswered in the 7th as that one's fouled back, and Audubon walked it off. So, yeah, this is it. Just waiting for your championships. Valley will play Pleasant Valley. Carlisle will play ADM. Williamsburg will play, off the top of my head, Davenport Assumption, which is a rematch of last year. Van Meter will play Audubon, and now we await the rest. Strikeout number 11 for Campbell.
Man, I credit you for remembering all that, because my head's so full of numbers and teams
I cannot
right
believe
now
I got
after
that
3
all.
days. But
a couple notable streaks will continue. Raccoon River Conference will now have a team in the championship automatically because they're both from the Raccoon River in Class 4A. They will have had a team in the championship in any class for now the last 11 years, so that historic streak continues. This one's popped up by Myers, and it'll be caught by Bears. Huge out there for Martensdale-St. Mary's, and that's 2 quick down. Pleasant Valley back in the 5A state title game after getting crushed last year by Ankeny Centennial. That was just a blowout game. I think 11-2 or 12-2. I think it was done in 5 innings, actually.
yeah, and then Valley, West Des Moines Valley back.
Come out of nowhere,
and they're just looking really strong.
Unstoppable. ADM and Carlisle, 2 teams out of the Raccoon River. Carlisle hasn't won since 2019. ADM hasn't been there in a while, looking for a championship.
We saw Carlisle earlier, the first game of the day. They got delayed a bit, and they scratch and claw and fight for every run they get, seems like.
ADM upset North Polk, who only had 4 losses. Van Meter, who only had 1 loss all year, had to go and get an 8th inning walk-off from a girl who's never hit a home run yet to win that one against East Marshall. What a fight by the Mustangs there. Williamsburg, a heck of a story against Wahlert Catholic, getting back to the state tournament. Assumption, who has never finished outside the top 3 and has now made it to 4 straight state championships. They'll go after a title against Williamsburg. So just plenty of stories here. Martensdale-St. Mary's going for revenge. St. Edmond wants to get it done in front of their home crowd. That one's upstairs for ball 3. So German's slipping a little bit here. At this at-bat, at least.
Yeah, I was looking back. She's not had a 3-ball count since the 2nd inning. Then she ended up striking out the girl looking.
Yeah.
So
I think she's going to be okay.
In fact, that was her only 3-ball count I have her with tonight.
Faith Shearbrun here. 2 outs. Faith shows bunts out and away. And it's ball 4. And Campbell wants to have a chat with Bears here, just talking real quick. It's first walk of the night for German.
Brings up Gibb, who reached on a fielder's choice. Reached
She's just
on an error, got all the way to 3rd on that error.
Yeah, just 1 of 2.
But she's been stranded out there twice. So
1 of 2 that have been left on base.
But she represents a tying run right now.
So the game's, game's well within reach. Like you said, St. Edmond has pitched well. They go for the bunt, take off to second. Ooh, would have been out, but the ball came out of the glove of the shortstop, Woods.
Shelby Woods, yeah. It would have been close.
Yeah, it was. I think she would have gotten her, but the ball just fell out of her
Trying to get
glove.
that sweep tag, but lost the ball coming around.
So Gibb, 1 ball and no strikes here. She's got to like her opportunity here. 2 outs, runner on second. Best opportunity they've had in a bit here. Here comes the 1-0. Gibb goes up to get it on a rise ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, she was thinking
Fences.
drive that run in, maybe tie it up, but
I'm going to go for the homer.
That high one is hard to lay off, whether it's baseball, softball, and it comes and you're thinking, man, I'm going to get under it.
1 ball, 1 strike here. Pitch on the way. That one's set to left field, just foul. And despite the speed, that one did not come off the bat very quick.
No, there was kind of a clang, like it wasn't a solid hit on that.
A little early on that one. See if I can get an update here from our friend Paul Yeager. Sigourney at the top of the 3rd inning leads over Southeast Warren 1-0. Carly Goodwin, the Gatorade Player of the Year, pitcher for Sigourney. And yes, a 1A player, 1 Gatorade Player of the Year. That's how good she is. 1-2 pitch. That one sent on the line right to the first baseman, on to first base in time for out number 3. 1 left on, nobody scores. Bottom of the 6th we go. Martensdale-St. Mary's looking at a little bit more assurance. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Back here in Fort Dodge, in the bottom of the 6th inning, Martensdale-St. Mary's. It's up to them, and it goes their way. This is the last time we'll see them bat, as they will try to advance on to the Class 1A championship game.
And they've gone down in order the last 2 innings, so.
Olivia Andrew up to bat here.
Callie Henning has been pitching pretty well.
That one lined right to Mariah Myers. Couldn't ask for a better hit, and couldn't ask for a better catch. Quickly out for out number 1. I've been really impressed with Mariah Myers. I can see the college potential that she's going to go to Iowa, but take a look here.
Just a hard smash right at her. Boom.
Barely had to move.
Yeah. Just bring the glove up. And
Sydney Bears 2 of 3 today. A double, a single, and a line out. And gets away from the catcher for ball 1. Planes continue to fly in here over top of us. I think you said it today. It's amazing how busy this airport is for being Fort Dodge. Obviously cutting back a little bit in the news recently, but we got mosquitoes jumping around over here. I can see them straight up. 1-0. Good pitch by Henning in there, strike 1. I also got to say, not the guy next to you, but the guy next to the guy next to you has one of the best polos I have ever seen. Nice green cut. Got that St. Edmond polo. Really nice polo. I like that.
It's the hometown radio station.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you see it on screen? You can kind of see it on screen. He's just got a good look. He's got jeans on, though. I think he's kind of crazy. But 1 ball and 2 strikes here for Shelby Woods. 0 for 1 today with the sacrifice bunt and a strikeout. Blue Devils don't want to have to sweat it out going to the 7th, but St. Edmond going to keep them honest. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 7th K of the evening for Kaylee Henning. 2 outs down already. But is it too little too late with how this defense has started to pick things up?
Yeah. They end up losing. They're going to agonize a little bit about the runs they left out there.
Yeah.
A few of them.
Those 2nd and 3rd inning, yeah.
Well, and then the first, they lead off with a single, get the run around, but couldn't get him in.
Ani Berger in. That's a good pitch for strike 1. Yeah, because Henning is dialed in right now in the circle. Really be hard to top her right here. Berger behind in the count. No balls, 1 strike. On the way. Popped up foul, and now 0-2. All the kids chasing after that foul ball, but little they know it landed in a very populated section. There's that coffee truck over there. There's the other truck. Here we go. No balls, 2 strikes here for Kaylee Henning up against Ani Berger. Here comes the 0-2. Rise ball upstairs, doesn't chase after it. 1-2. Also love here at night, full night. You can see all the lights off in the distance for the other fields. Just beautiful.
You see those trees kind of highlighted, yeah.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 8th strikeout of the night. Trying to get the crowd fired up. They're going to need a rally as we go to the top of the 7th. Martensdale-St. Mary's on top, 2-0.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, an Iowa farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud title sponsor of the state softball tournament, the Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to creating a vibrant future for Iowa through partnerships and programs that help cultivate individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. Making it to the state tournament is a great accomplishment that takes a lot of support. That's why we provide millions of dollars in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence. The well-being of Iowa students is also very important to Farm Bureau. That's why we provide concussion insurance coverage at no cost for all students in grades 9 through 12 who participate in a sanctioned sport. As just one of only 7 states to provide this coverage, it's just another way we're striving to support Iowa's outstanding young leaders. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau, congratulations to all the players and coaches on an outstanding season, and good luck in the tournament.
The rally caps are on for St. Edmond. Top of the 7th inning. They trail 2-0, and it's their batter, Kaylee Henning, first one up. This is the loudest this crowd has been all night long, but Campbell German stands in their way, and she has been perfect.
She struck out Henning twice.
First pitch, outside for ball 1. This is the loudest it's been.
She did walk a batter in the last inning, but they ended up getting out of the inning.
1-0 count. Torrin Helly is on deck. Here comes the 1-0. Henning got underneath of it and fouls it back. That was a good changeup.
Yeah.
Kind of got her out in front of it. Martensdale-St. Mary's, the 1 seed, fell last year in the championship game to Northland. They've been thinking about that all season long. St. Edmond lost in the first round to Martensdale-St. Mary's last year. They've been thinking about that all season long. Something's going to come to fruition tonight. That one's upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here this evening from Fort Dodge. Going late in the evening here, just past 9:30. Here at the Channel Seeds Field. Campbell German. Here comes the 2-1. Henning went down to chase it. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You just see those pitches, and after they come in, you're like, why did she swing? But when they're coming in,
I tell you what, it looks good.
It looks good, and then it just drops off the table there, and you're like, wow.
Eyes light up. Two. Upstairs, ball 3. And the count runs full. How patient does Henning get? Campbell has frozen so many on her pitches that Kaylee's got to be careful. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Gales.
And they haven't done a good job of fouling them off either and protecting. They're striking out.
The Gales would love to get one on. 3-2, upstairs, ball 4. Here comes the crowd as Henning will go to first base.
Tying run comes to the plate, no outs.
Here in the biggest moments, St. Edmond trying to come up big. Now just be aware, it is just the top of the 7th. Martensdale-St. Mary's will have a chance if anything were to happen. Coach Sherbrun's going to have a chat with his girls here and talk about how he wants to go about this. And that is true here because you want to play this game where you get around, take a couple sacrifices. I don't think you can personally, but you never know. Get desperate here.
Well, when you look at this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 batters, you're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts there, and nobody's reached base. So it's time to move on, and it's time for them to step up and get the ball in play. They got the leadoff runner on with a walk.
So a couple substitutions. Going to have a base runner come on, number 3. That is Mariah Lemon. All substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. My grandpa just texted me, it's a late game. You're right, Grandpa, it is a late game. German catches the top corner, strike 1.
Your grandpa always tunes in to hear me, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Big Dar Danielson fan.
Yeah, I know.
It is a late game. Rain delays will do it to you. 0-1 pitch, that one's outside. Torrin Helly, 2 strikeouts tonight, 0 for 2. Got her again.
Oh, right across the leathers on the inside.
Strike 2.
That was a sweet pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes here. Runner on first. Tying run will be at the plate here for the time being. German trying to get her 12th K of the night. Here comes the 0-2. Out and away, ball 1. Two nothing lead for Martensdale-St. Mary's here in the top of the 7th. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Strikeout number 11.
Sophia Schlins. Now up to bat with 1 out and a runner on first. Again, your tying run is at the plate.
Or that's strikeout 12.
Yep, strikeout 12.
Even dozen.
That one just misses upstairs, barely, and it's 1-0. It doesn't seem like they want to steal or try to steal, so take that as you will here for the St. Edmond base running. Schlins is 0 for 2 tonight, a ground out and a strikeout. She fouls that one back.
Well, you got base runners on. You haven't had many, so you got to try to depend on the girl at the plate to put it in play, get it somewhere where you can advance that runner, or force, and then try to force Martensdale into a error or something.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. On the way, swing and a miss, strike 2.
Again, a nasty drop pitch comes in.
Sophia Schlins taking a breath here. And we'll settle back into the box as Campbell German looking for a baker's dozen here. Ansley Oswald is the one on the box, or on deck for the Gales. 1-2 pitch. Shot foul down the right field line. At least that's contact.
Yeah.
That'll help you out a little bit mentally as if you're getting contact on the ball. Still just 1 out. Last chance here for St. Edmond. Trying to close this thing in. 1-2 pitch by Campbell German. Grounded right back to German. She'll throw on to first and take the easy out.
Yeah, she didn't even think, she didn't even look a second. It's like, let's get the out. That runner doesn't matter. It's the player at the plate now because that ties it.
And Martensdale-St. Mary's 1 out away from going back to the Class 1A championship game. Ansley Oswald will step up to bat here for the Gales as the last chance. 17 RBIs this year, a .407 hitter, 33 hits coming into the tournament. First pitch she sees was right down the middle, and she decided to hold back, and it's 0-1.
She's changing her speeds and location pretty well. That just has them guessing.
Yeah. Got that runner up on second, but you can only do so much with it. German dropped the ball there. She picks it back up. Settles back in. Delivers the 0-1. Hot foul. Oswald not afraid to swing the bat. She's 0 for 2 tonight with a fly out and a ground out. And the Gales are down to their last strike here in this one. Campbell German, 12 strikeouts tonight, giving up 1 hit and 2 walks. She's been phenomenal. She's going to try to close the door on this one. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Just misses outside for ball 1. One swing of the bat can change this game and flip it on its head. Can Ansley Oswald be the hero for the Gales on her home turf?
This place would erupt.
Yeah, it would. It would absolutely erupt. German trying to beat the silencer. On the way, foul back. Just late on it. But keeps the at-bat alive and keeps everybody on the edge of their seat. Two outs, runner up on second. Top of the seventh here, St. Edmond down to their last strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Ansley Oswald in the box. She sets back in. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Grounded short. Third baseman can't grab it. They're going to send the runner home, and it's going to be 2-1. Abby Hughes could not hop on top of it, and we're not done yet.
Let's take a look at it. Into the bat, hard hit, and third baseman had to go to her left, just could not get there.
Once again, you're going to stay aggressive. You're going to send him home. So 2-1. Same score that Martensdale-St. Mary's did to win against Edgewood Colesburg. And now Josie Harvey steps up to bat. And we get to do that all over again. As now Bears is going to come over. And I don't know if she's hurting or something. Or something's wrong with her. Something's wrong with her helmet.
Her gear.
Yeah, there we go.
Her catcher's mask.
Something's wrong with the helmet. She got it put back on here. Still smiling. Her and Campbell still smiling.
Why not? They're having fun.
Yeah.
You know,
this is a good
game. End your season here at Fort Dodge. It's a good time.
Harvey. Inside corner, strike 1.
She struck out twice.
That was a hit given to St. Edmond, so that's their first official statistic hit since the first batter of the game.
Yeah.
But the rally caps are on. Can Harvey be the deliverer? 0-1 pitch, she foul tips it back. She had that thing squared, and now, again, down to their last strike. Josie Harvey, a junior.
Campbell turns and reminds everybody there's 2 outs like you need to.
14 hits coming into this game. 13 of them were singles. So I wouldn't statistically say expect the bomb here, but at least the base hit is reasonable.
Yeah, just keep alive. Keep batting. That's all you got to do. Get that run in.
German likes the pitch. 0-2 on the way. Foul tip back. And again, Harvey will stay alive in the at-bat. But she seems like she's all for one to swing for it. How patient do you get here, especially with down to your last out?
Well, you just got to protect if you think it's going to be there. You got to foul it off if it's a bad pitch even, but it's close.
Harvey in the box, 0-2, swing and a miss! Strike 3, Baker's dozen for Campbell German, and Martensdale-St. Mary's goes back to the state title game with a chance to go for revenge. What a game. 2-1 is your final score. The Blue Devils defeat the Gales.
A 2-hit gem, which was a 1-hit gem for most of the game for Campbell German, but credit Fort Dodge St. Edmond. They stood up there, fouled off some pitches, and fought to the very end there. Wow.
Hung on to the very end, and Campbell German can do. In the Class 1A semifinal, and Martensdale-St. Mary's will await the winner of Sigourney and Southeast Warren in the championship game. A hard-fought battle by St. Edmond here in front of their home crowd, but it's the Blue Devils, who got denied last year in the championship, will punch their ticket. Campbell German does the honors, and the Blue Devils will have a chance to go for a state championship in the Class 1A title game. Well, what a game it was. 2-1 is your final score. 13 strikeouts tonight for Campbell German. What a ball game. For our producer, Randy Nielsen, he's Dar Danielson. I'm Blake Walker. I want to thank everyone for watching all week long.
Yeah, pleasure once again working with you and the whole crew here. And but for the little hour, 23-minute delay of the rain, it's been just a great time here at Fort Dodge.
There's still more softball happening. Check it out with Paul Yeager and Laura Leonard over on our other stream. But we will say so long for now, and we will catch everyone back for the Girls State Volleyball Tournament just before you know it. Thank you for watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.